Welcome back, YouTube. This is Rafael Mazur. I'd like to do a two-part series today, the first of which is about feminism and a closely associated topic on a gynocentric society. So, like the video, share, comment below, and subscribe. Okay, feminists everywhere. As you are most certainly aware, masculinity is on the verge of complete destruction. Female mentality is running rampant, and traditional society is meticulously being wiped out. It wasn't too long ago that only two distinct sexes existed, and everybody associated with one or the other. Nowadays, we have a complete breakdown of rational thinking, with there being gay, lesbian, bisexual, transsexual, multisexual, and who knows how many other classifications of gender and association. This nonsense is continually being promoted and encouraged by the feminist left, who, for the sake of elections and control of government, cater to outside groups that destroy society. The meltdown of gender can be seen in recent anti Trump riots, gay parades, and the building of additional bathrooms to accommodate traditional outcasts. The mental disorder of liberal minded snowflakes is constantly undermining and discriminating against the conventional and patriotic male. It is precisely because of this type of destructive behavior that feminism has taken over and that the male has been torn apart. The process of destruction begins in the schools, where the youngest of children are brainwashed to believe that everybody can choose to identify as they wish and that irrational behaviors are now appropriate. Their minds are programmed by mostly feminist teachers who may instill leftist ideology and influence their thinking. Such mind control over developing children instills in them the feeling that everything is acceptable and that a feminized and nurturing society should open its borders and welcome all races, all nationalities, all religions, and all types of people. In summary, it is so sad to see that the time tested gender classification, race differentiation, and the normative acceptance of the male as role model and head of family are virtually extinct. Over the past several decades, there has been a decline in the significance and the respect for men. Feminism and the fear of insulting, mislabeling, or generalizing anybody has extremely weakened society, and especially the male, who traditionally served as the provider, the role model, and the head of a patriarchal culture. A gynocentric society. Gynocentric is defined as being dominated by or emphasizing feminine interests or point of view. A gynocentric society, therefore, refers to society which places women's interests ahead of men's interests, in essence, devaluing men and eliminating any recognition of traditional gender roles. In the past, the male was expected to be strong, somewhat aggressive, and dominant. The female was traditionally associated with being passive, nurturing, and subordinate to the male. Males and females were to complement each other and to work together, while at the same time fulfilling gender specific roles. Nowadays, under the influence of feminism, men have lost enormous power and authority. The woman is now treated as being oftentimes superior and having greater rights than the man. This can clearly be seen in divorce and custody cases, in which women most often obtain half of the household assets and almost always receive custodial rights over the kids. It is only in extremely rare cases that the male be awarded custody, unless he can prove that the mother is unfit of taking care of the children. It is because of this that the traditional family has largely disintegrated. Bashing the male has become the norm among feminists who conspire against males and belittle them as much as possible. In a society that had traditionally been male driven, the modern man is viewed as a tag along, to be led by the so called strong and liberated women that can manipulate and deceive without penalty. Under liberal minded judges and a feminized culture, the man stands little chance of succeeding against the women who hate them. Male bashing, therefore, has become the norm in a society filled with feminist propaganda, which can be encountered across every crevice of the land. The gynocentric culture which has developed caters to every whim and desire of the woman. She is constantly being viewed not only as being neglected, but also underprivileged. And it is most often the evil man who is to blame for her fruitless existence. This is precisely the reason for men being demeaned and labeled as useless, for the poor woman cannot see herself climbing up the social ladder. As women always seek to improve their social standing, they rarely rely on their own skills and abilities, but constantly hunt for more successful men to mooch off of. In case of anything not going according to their preconceived plan and not finding men that will address their desires, women will usually seek government intervention. The end. So now I want to do a little review. Okay, these are questions for you to consider. Please comment below, share, and subscribe. Here they are. Do you agree that masculinity is being destroyed? How? What do you think of classifying people based on gender and sexual orientation? Are children being programmed in schools? Is patriarchy being destroyed? Should genders have specific roles in society? Does society portray women as being superior to men? Okay, that's it. So please consider those questions. Write a response on the bottom. Like the video, share, bring your friends. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.